Grand Saturday. Saturn Day. June the 4th, 2022. How's it going? Hmm. So, coming into this reading, a nice chill pill time to just kind of kick back, relax, and try to take in what the message is going to be. This is Dee with Divine Needle. How you guys doing? How's it going? Anyway, um, Saturday. I've already had adventures today, including my morning milk pickup because we drink raw milk, raw organic A2, and visited a little sale that was going on and picked up some candles, rather cheap. So, a day of exploring, taking it easy, and just enjoying an absolutely beautiful early summer's day. I think it's supposed to get to like 78 today. And finally, the humidity's gone. Um, the humidity goes up, of course, in the evening. And in the mornings, the grass is wet. But by the time this time of the day rolls around, all that's dried up. So, yay. Anyway, whew, Saturday. Our card for the day is dullness. Dullness. Sometimes, such as today, just kicking back and taking in the dullness is exactly what the doctor ordered. Grand rising to all of you. Grand Saturday. So, ooh, and I just looked up at the timer on the live stream. It was 222. Interesting. Anyway, so today we have dullness, 7 of crystals. Now, remember, this deck is not the standard deck. It's more oracle-ish in nature. And yeah, it provides a great deal of guidance. So take it as it pertains to you. The mind, like the crystal, can be rock heavy, dense, and opaque. Dullness of mind is the side of your mentality that lacks curiosity, is slow moving, set in its way, incapable of flights of imagination, and closed to outside ideas and inspiration. We all suffer from that sometimes, right? Dullness is your state of mind when you feel blocked. Open up, look around, and be curious. You've got to view the world with a childlike wonder and try to take in the experience as it happens, living in the now. And kind of, when you see that butterfly, follow it with your eyes. Or that bee landing on the clover. Or appreciating the trees in your yard or along your walk. Just kind of take it all in. Deep breath, right? Deep inhale. Through the nose. And out through the mouth. And when you do that, just envision all the negativity and the mind blocks going out with that breath. Out. Okay? Dullness is also the mind's safety valve. It shuts down your thinking when you are fatigued and confused. We all seem to be suffering from that fatigue, right? And confusion. The world's a crazy place right now. And many of us feel like we're running on half our cylinders when we need more than 8, right? So, keep that in mind. Relax your brain. Just let it stop thinking. Get out of our heads. Because the crystals are swords, and that's thought, mind energy. And dullness can be very down to earth, practical thinking. Don't be sensational, just be realistic. Being realistic. Sometimes it's easy to have big dreams, but then you have to also include wisdom and the reality of a situation, right? You still need to dream big, just be practical about it. Also, the 7 of Swords is could be ghosting energy in the regular tarot architecture. It could be somebody trying to get away with something. And yeah, the energy. Or being clever enough to sneak into the enemy's camp, steal their swords, and get away with it. Whatever. Anyway, so dullness. Wow. Interesting. And people should tune in because there's always a possibility I might pull a card for them, personal cards, at the end of the stream. But we'll see. Anyway, we're going to do an oracle of the 7 energies for the day for the collective. Yay. Such a pretty deck. I really, really enjoy this one. This one's made by Colette Baron Reed. And I just love the imagery on it. I do love the imagery on these, but they're very complicated deck. They're not an average. Let's put it this way, beginners, steer clear. Steer clear of that deck because there's much more to it than the regular tarot. Okay, for the collective, and they want me to cut the deck, so I will. Feeling for the energy on the cards. And that's when I'm doing that, I'm basically letting the mind go and letting the energy guide me instead. And that's kind of the theme for today. Where are you? Ah, down in there. A merry motive. Very nice. Okay, am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. I'm going the wrong way. Let's get these centered. Okay, a merry motive. Key 20. Here we go. The key concepts. Knowing your own motives, understanding what drives you to meet your goals, the momentum your attention creates, and the wisdom behind your intentions. That's kind of what I just said, wasn't it? Just a little bit. Remember letting your mind go and kick it out of gear? Because creativity and stuff happens from a place where the mind is disengaged and the heart is more engaged. When you're living in the moment and letting the energy just kind of guide you along your path. And also the wisdom and practicality for your dreams, right? You've chosen a path, you've set an intention, and you've begun to move toward a goal. You feel compelled to keep going, but do you know the why behind this drive? Do you truly want what you're pursuing, or are you chasing a destination with the anticipation of how it will make others feel about you or you about yourself. So when you're dreaming your dreams, is it because of others or is it because it's really what you want? Or is that what others want for you? You got to walk your own path. It's funny because I had this really strange. I laid down on the floor in my office for a nap yesterday because I got real tired and started falling asleep sitting up while I was working. And it was a very strange dream. Very strange. But taking those moments, those dreams can be very it kind of guidance or what have you. But in that dream, some people were following one path and I saw them disappear down that path and I chose the opposite path. That's because I'm an Aquarius and I march to the beat of my own drum. I don't follow the sheep over the cliff or the buffalo over the cliff. I do my own thing, right? I make my own path. So, very much about this. The rest of that dream was a freak show and a half, but we won't get into that right unless you guys want to. You'll have to let me know in the chat. Anyway, you must choose to be in the flow of the experience, relishing in the moment, here in the now. Just what I was saying before we even started all this. So the cards are just basically doubling down on what I said. Surrender your expectations to a higher power rather than being guided by your limited self. The most important aspect to consider now is where you place your focus because that's where the energy will flow. If you are resentful, the outer world will show you more opportunities to be resentful. Aha. Mhm. If you are envious of others, competitive, or overly ambitious, you will always feel as if you're not enough. If you focus on gratitude and compassion for others, you will see even more reasons to be grateful and loving. When you look for abundance, it has an uncanny way of multiplying in your life. Hmm. So, if you're unsure about your motives, the result will be just as unclear. Seven of Cups energy. The illusion, right? Things aren't clear to you. Dig deep to understand your why. If your true desire is to experience X, let go of your attachment to the form that X is supposed to come in. Because the divine oftentimes will give you what is really what you need and not what you want. Make sure your motive is merry and joyful, clear and honest, and aim true. Trust that the universe will provide the outcome that is a perfect match for your intention. It always does. That's so true. So true. It won't come in exactly as you envision it sometimes. Sometimes it'll be spot on. Other times, a little unclear, right? Or not exactly what you were looking for, but hey, it's what you were meant to have, basically. Anyway, so I do hope you guys have a grand Saturday. I'm going to finish my morning coffee, and I have a computer that I need to tear down and rebuild. Actually, 2 of them. So I'm going to have a very, very busy day working on electronics, which is a little risky because of that shadow phase of Mercury coming out of retrograde. But I it's old hat for me. So it's not like some new endeavor that you're just learning kind of thing. That you don't want to be doing. But if it's something that you're old hat about, well, anyway, I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. Until next time, have a good one, guys. And links are in the description if you'd like a private reading. Information is below. Take care. Ta ta.